What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here. We're going to hop right into it and build out some of these plays from Dabble. There's a ton of value right now, so we're just going to kind of go down the line. We got Jokic under 8 first quarter points, Powell under 4.5 first quarter points, and Hart over 1.5 steals. First NBA slip. So some early value in some of these games. Let's see what else we got. We got Jokic over 11.5 rebounds. We got Gordon over 3.5 first quarter points. Aaron Gordon over 3.5 first quarter points. Kawhi over 4.5. Kawhi over 4.5 first quarter points. Another slip just like that. All right, so this worked for half a second, and then now it doesn't work anymore. It's sick. Bang. Let's go, let's go. Finally, we got some dabble value, baby. It's been not too much as of late. OG over first quarter points. OG Anunoby over 4.5 first quarter points. Got Cal Quantrill under 3.5 strikeouts, and then Tyler Anderson over 4.5. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Do we just make this? Let's make this a 5-man. Make this a little 5-man. Mobley over 2.5 assists, and Powell over 19.5 points and rebounds. $20x attempt right there, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Where's everybody in chat? Speak up if you're in chat. Who's all in here? Who's in the morning stream gang? Where's the chatters? Where's the chatters at? Cat over 4 first quarter points. Carl over 4 first quarter points. Butler over 19. And then Halliburton over 4. Over 4.5 rebounds. That game don't play till Sunday. Let's maybe wait on that one. Maybe wait on that one. Let me see what else. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Salute. What up? What up? ATL, Heathen, Caesar, Ramo, Javier, Universal. This week has been tough. Yeah, the lows have been low this month, really. It's been kind of a shit month overall. Steven Adams, points and rebounds. Steven Adams, 12.5 points and rebounds. DraftKings, and then what? Fliff, Steph under 10.5. I actually like the Steph line better. Actually, no, I lied. Not with Jimmy Butler over points. I think it's going to be Steven Adams. Jokic, rebounds and assists. I will go there. He's such a wagon, that guy. All overs here. It's been tough, but we gotta keep on keeping on. Move along, move along. That's how it goes, right? We do have one pending slip on better. We do have a pending slip on better. No, not that one. Zach. Well, yeah, it is this one. Zach Wheeler did push here at 7. Fred VanVleet tonight under 3.5 rebounds would win us 10x, I believe it is, on better for that slip. Yeah, it would be 10x. So hopefully we could smack that. Malik Beasley let us down here. Otherwise, we'd have a sweat for Naz Reid. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll have to keep on just getting in plays. Let's check the asset generator. Let's check PrizePicks. Let's see what we got. PrizePicks Underdog. Jabari Parker, Stanislaw. So a bunch of... Let's see if we can find a way to get all sports here. Let's see what we got. Coffee's not kicking in just yet. Mike Matheson, under 1.5 shots on goal. Let's do this. Tice, Quinn Post. In the other slip, it was Burns under 5.5. I think there was one more. Burns under 5.5. Jabari Parker over rebounds. Corbin Burns under 5.5, and then Jabari Parker. All right, so that's bumped. That's all right. We'll run this. We'll run this. You hit an 88x yesterday on UD. Let's go, Dr. Football. It's insane. Positive correlation video help change your mindset with PrizePicks. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely some things that you can do. Let's even see if we can build out some positive correlation now. Let's see. Let's see what we got for some MLB correlation. All right, Evaldi under fantasy score. Burns under strikeouts. Povich over strikeouts. So let's see. All the under 32.5 fantasy score. There's really nothing nothing like super good for us to be able to correlate it with. I mean, like, you could still find positive correlation with Nathan Evaldi, but like, if we could find something that does have a good chance to hit, that's kind of like where I like to go. Burns under Ks. So if we did Burns, which I know we just played, but for the sake of this, Burns under 5.5 Ks going up against the Mets. So now if we have some Mets that have decent, Mets, let's see. You have NBA picks? Yeah, we've already played some. So Jesse Winker over hits, Tyrone Taylor over hits, Pete Alonso over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So we could go something like Pete Alonso over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Oh wait, I'm at Pete Crow Armstrong with that. There it is. I was blind for a second. And then we go Jesse Winker over hits. Let's see if we add in. Let's see if we're gonna get a payout shift here, which we might. Like I said in the video, you kind of got to tinker with some things. Sometimes you get a payout shift, sometimes you don't. It's kind of just been weird. Anthony Edwards under 7.5 first quarter points. So this does get a payout shift. So if we just did one, kinda, and then we found, let's see, or we did something like that, along with maybe hitter fantasy score, something under 7, which is kind of a key number. So we have Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, both at 6.5. Oops. Like that's solid, right? But we've played Corbin Burns, so let's maybe got 2 hitters. Let's see if we can find 2 other ones that we can correlate together that are under 7. Juan, Jose Ramirez, Rutschman, Henderson. Also helps if they have some steal potential. These 2. So it's going to payout shift this there. So weird. Could go. I wonder if it's a certain number. Like if we did this and this, does still payout shifts. So interesting. All right, but what if we took 2 unders here? If we took 2 unders, let's see. Still gonna payout shift. I don't know. I made a video yesterday and it let me do two separate hitters. So you just got to mess with it. Correlation. I'm not gonna sit here and keep doing it, to be honest with you, right now. Go ahead, let's keep snagging his plays. Great approach to PrizePicks, for sure. For sure. And I know like the example slip that I had put in that video didn't hit, and people in the comments already like, oh, it didn't hit, like this sucks. Like that's not the point of it. I even said it in the video. Like correlation is not going to hit every single time, right? It's to set yourself up for the long term. If this happens, right, then these are also likely to happen, which is giving yourself a better chance to hit than what the odds you are getting imply you have, right? That's what you're trying to do. And so if you do that over the long term, you know, you're set up for success. It's not a one slip pony. You know what I'm talking about, all right? It's not a one slip pony. Trevor, what up? Any UD value this morning? Actually, let's see. No, not really. I mean, you got a few esports lines that aren't bad, but outside of that, really nothing. Povich, Boyd, Chase Dollander. Let's check some no vig Profit X. Luis Severino under 1.5 walks plus money on Novig right now. It's interesting. Hang on, Novig's tripping right now with the sign-in. All right. Do you ever like pick a certain sport, or do you just leave to whatever has the eye slots? Yeah, no, I don't. I don't limit myself to specific sports or anything like that. If it's value, and I go ahead and play it. If I'm building out like a slip, I'm playing whatever sport in that slip. That's not the right Luis, I don't think. Luis Severino is who we're looking for. Luis Severino under 1.5 walks allowed. Plus 110. Pretty interesting here. I'm going to take a few bucks. I wonder why somebody's giving this at plus 110, which is just crazy. Tobias Myers over 1.5 walks. Once again, plus money. Tobias Myers walks over 1.5. Oops. Only put $5. Gotta play that again. Jeremy Pena overruns. We got a DraftKings line minus 120. Once again, plus money. Like, these are pretty insane when it comes to actual value of the odds we're getting based off of where the market is. And I know people are struggling a little bit on Novig Profit X, but like, you can't look at this value and be like, man, that's not good value. Like, we're getting in good value. The one thing I will say I was certainly wrong on yesterday, Carlos Rodon really stuck it to us, huh? Played him for both of those sleeper promos, and he hooked us. Went over by 0.5. Carlos Carrasco under earned runs allowed. Plus 118. Pinnacles plus money. The Bovada's plus money. Books kind of spread on that one. I'll wait. Brent Rooker minus 135. Don't feel the necessary need to do that. Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith under 14.5. Must be gone. Tyler Anderson under 15.5 pitching outs. Severino strikeouts. Severino under walks and over strikeouts. We have minus 115. All right. Oops, there's only a few bucks there. I'll let somebody else get that. Let somebody else get that. I mean, we could just keep going down the line. Jake Irving, over 4.5 strikeouts. You guys don't know, okay. Oh, I'm definitely spelling it wrong. Irvin. Irvin over 4.5 plus money. There's a few bucks in liquidity. I'll take some. There's more though. Mike Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski over 0.5 hits. Minus 119. Minus 120. So there's only a few bucks there. I'll save that for you guys. Singer minus 130. Under 5.5. Take a few bucks. Oops. I really took a few bucks. I meant to take more than that. There we go. Matt Gorski hits. Matt Gorski. Oh my god, you actually know what? I just seen a TikTok of his girlfriend or wife like showing off his MLB debut day. Like, I think he hit a nuke. All right, let's go Matt Gorski. Let's go. Let's see, how does it's the same time of day, Gene. They're one after another. Okay. Some data points, please. A little all over. Let me see. Powell over 16.5. That's really it. Man, UD yesterday we got a bunch of value, and of course, it let us down. Here we actually do have maybe a slip on better. Do maybe have a slip on better. Drew, there is some push potential here, but I think we're gonna roll with it. It's very heavily favored to go over 3.5. Green, Draymond Green. Oops. Draymond Green, under 8.5 points. Burns, we've already played. Take under 5.5 birdies for tomorrow. I don't like the shots on goals push potentials. Carmen Mlod. Molotsky over 2.5 earned runs allowed. That's 4. I really wish we had our promo, but we don't. Corbin Burns, we've just already played. Logan Thompson, oversave. That's for Monday. All right, let's go Russell Westbrook. Let's ride. We need to cash so bad. We need to cash so bad here. Bang. There you go. I wouldn't play 3-mans on PrizePicks in Lazy on Twitch. Wouldn't play 3-mans on PrizePicks. You're getting a terrible slip type there, and over the long term, you're probably going to lose money. 5 and 6-man flexes are going to be the best slip types to play on PrizePicks. And I don't just say that. Like, it's actual math that backs this up. And I'll pull it up here for you. Like 3-mans, you have to be right on your individual legs. This is like just math, like I said. I'm not throwing out BS here. On a 3-man pick on PrizePicks, 5x payout, right? You're getting a worse payout than you're getting if you're playing a 3-man on Underdog or a 3-man on Dabble, which are 6x payouts. And with this payout, you're getting each individual leg at minus 140 odds, right? Which means you need to be right on your individual legs in your 3-man PrizePick slips at 59% almost, right? Just about 59% is what your individual hit rates for every prop you ever play in a 3-man needs to be in order for you to be profitable long term. And then 2-mans, once again, not a very good slip type either. You have to be right almost 58%. If you compare that to 5 and 6-man flexes, you are absolutely out of your mind if you're playing those two slip types over 5 and 6-man flexes. Sure, they're easier to win. You're going to
technically win more often. They're 2 and 3 leg parlays versus 5 and 6 leg parlays, which are obviously harder to hit. But based off the payouts of 25x, 10x, right? Over the long term, having to be right only just over 54% compared to 59, 58%, 4% difference. It is a huge long term. It's a lot easier to be right 54-ish% than it is 59%. So yeah, I mean, I would cancel that. Not there are times where playing a 2-man is viable, right? You could play a 2-man with a taco and something that has pretty decent value, right? Or if you find something on the optimizer that is above 59%, 58.5, 57.7, like if you find something, 2 plays that are 58.5%, then those could be put in a 2-man, sure. Long term, that's a profitable slip. But even then, if you're finding that good of value, you should just throw them into a 5 and 6-man flex for the most part. But there are times where, it's viable and it's you can make 2-man slips, 3-man. Like, I just really wouldn't recommend 3-man slips. Is there more value here? There's some more value here on Dabble. Let's take advantage of this real quick. Sorry if I went on a ramble there. I know a lot of you guys probably already know that and have heard me do it, say that kind of shtick before, but I think it's important. Because, like, why do you think that PrizePicks, like, a lot of the promos they do is build a 3-man flex or a 3-man slip, and maybe not a 3-man flex, but build out a 3-man, and or get a free 3-man or whatever it might be, because those are the hardest slips to profit on long term. They know that. Very little people playing PrizePicks know that. The 1% of us that are really in the trenches and are trying to be profitable know this, right? But casual bettors that are just throwing up PrizePicks, looking at the last 5, clicking plays, or they think they know ball, they're getting taken advantage of. They are losing money long term because they simply don't know the right slip types to play, and they're not getting in good enough value in order to beat PrizePicks long term in those slip types. Steven Adams, we got another data point. Let's go ahead and get in Steven Adams. Earlier we only had 2 data points, and then some other better value popped up. So Cade Cunningham, Cade under 10 assists. We got Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley, both the same. Cat we've played. Braun under 3.5. Jokic over. Curry. Jamal Murray. So what do we have in this slip already? Adams, Cunningham. This push potential is not worth it to me. So I feel like it's either one of these or Christian Braun. We like Beasley or do we like Tim Hardaway? We're going to take one of them. If we're going to take one, who do we like more? Beasley or Hardaway? I feel like Tim Hardaway's been kind of hot. Or we go Braun. Like, we just dodged the push potential altogether with Braun. I think we do that. Another NBA slip. Did we ever play Curry under 10.5 rebounds, assists? We didn't. Curry
under 10.5. Jamal Murray over 9. Oh. Over 9 rebounds and assists. Rudy under points and rebounds. Like that top thing, when I click it now, it doesn't bring me to the slip. It's so annoying. All right, we've gotten off 6 dabble slips so far. That's lit. That's lit. Remember, guys, if you got access to Daily Grind Fantasy, which is the tools I use every single day here in the live streams to find all of my plays by comparing, sportsbooks, lines, and odds back to PrizePicks, Underdog, Dabble, these different DFS apps, use code DUSTINSTREAM. I put it in the chat. Code DUSTINSTREAM will get you guys 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. I love how you have to cash a free slip, get paid out in promo funds, then have to flip it again and win another slip for cash. Yeah. Yeah, it happens like that sometimes. Emerson. Odds 3. We'll save our better promos, I think. We'll save those. Under 7.5 runs. Pinnacles minus 130. Not gonna play that. Perdomo singles minus 113. I like Perdomo singles. We'll snag that real quick before we head on out of here. Tons of MLB games on today. It's so lit. How about the Red Sox yesterday? Putting a whooping on Toronto. Perdomo. Is he still on the Diamondbacks? That's the old. I think I'm wrong. No, I'm right. I am right. Over. Singles. Let's ride Perdomo. All we need is one single, pal. Just one little bloop. Just one little bloop single. Is anyone else having issues with rebet prop city? Like, I try to create a bet and nothing happens. If you're trying to do a parlay, close the app and then log back and then go back into the app. Sometimes that happens to me. I really have not been using it that often. Is there value over there right now or what? Cassis under total bases. Jalen Green over rebounds. And Roop already on Butler's over. Jordan Lloyd. Yeah, the UI is tough for sure. So, I mean, there's decent value over there. I don't know if it's screaming, hey, go into the app for me, to be honest with you guys, but yeah. Let's see, is there anything over here on Odds Jam, on the books? Is there any plus EV plays in the books? What we got? What we got? Cade Cunningham under 9.5 assists plus 105. Only book offering plus money right now is Hard Rock. If you have access to Hard Rock, go ahead. Smash Cade Cunningham under 9.5 player assists. 4% EV play there on Hard Rock. Russell Westbrook over 9.5 points plus 115 on DraftKings. Not necessarily the only book offering plus money. You can get plus 106 on ParlayPlay right now, but certainly off from the market. Minus 110 average odds across the market. It's a great play there on DraftKings if you have access to it. Once again, that was plus 115. Russell Westbrook over 9.5 points. Let's see. Where's some FanDuel? We got any? Bo Bichette over 1.5 player hits plus 175. Average odds of plus 138. So essentially, sure, Bo Bichette is not favored to go over 1.5 hits, right? We know that. But
based off of the market and the odds we are getting, right, at plus 175 and plus 138, this is saying that the market believes this has a better chance to go over 1.5 player hits, Bo Bichette to go over 1.5 player hits, than what these odds are implying it does, right? The odds these sports books give these plays basically break down into a percentage that they believe is likely that this is going to happen. The market is agreeing, multiple sports books agree that this has a better chance, whether it's 38%, 40%, or 25% chance to go over than what FanDuel believes it does at a 10% chance to go over, right? The math on that is not right. I'm just throwing out numbers, right? So long term, if you get the number that is the best possible odds across the market, and it technically has a better chance to hit, you're setting yourself up for success, right? You're beating closing line value, certainly, right? Those odds are not going to stay there. They're going to come up to match the market at some point. Aaron Gordon on DraftKings right now, over 18.5 points and rebounds, plus 100. DraftKings, another bet where DraftKings is off from the market. Not technically plus money there. But if you guys want access to OddsJam, you have access to sportsbooks. Highly suggest getting OddsJam. Code DUSTIN35 on OddsJam will get you guys 35% off. But not only that, before your 35% off kicks in for your first month, you are going to get a 7-day free trial just to check it out. If you want to continue on, then you're able to go ahead and get that 35% off your first month. And of course, people making tens and thousands of dollars arbitrage betting, especially live arbitrage betting these days. You guys can get access to the arbitrage bets page where you can find 2 sports books that are so far off and place a bet on opposite outcomes and secure risk-free profits. No matter what happens, you are going to guarantee yourself a winner, whether a play goes over or under. I'm trying to find 2 books that are familiar for you guys. Not having a great time doing so. But whatever sports books you have, you can go ahead and select those sports books. It'll show you every arbitrage opportunity between those books, and then you just simply get them in on each side. You guys can, once again, sign up using code DUSTIN35 on OddsJam if you'd like. I'll check one more time on these set payout platforms real quick. Dabble. Make sure we're not missing any new value since they are kind of giving us a decent amount right now. Want to get in what we can. It's really the same there. UD. Nothing. PrizePicks. We got anything new here? No. Not totally. All right. I think that is going to be it for this live stream. I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys are following wherever you're watching at. And we'll be live again in the afternoon live stream on both Twitch, which is Sports by Dustin over there on Twitch, and then the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel. That's going to be